everybody. Oh, I'm sorry. Mm, 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 mm. I always here. I have to always adjust my settings, setups all the time. Here, guys. Sorry. Where's this go? Does it go here, maybe? No, that's not it. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm still. Sorry, everybody. I'm just some technical difficulties this morning. See this corner right here? Like, I should move this down more. How do I just... Here, let's do this. It's a little bit better, maybe. And move the mic. Okay. Hey, everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Thank you for joining me today on this Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today, we're working on the Magaman helmet. I did something a little bit different. I got some Plastidip, which is a spray coat, but we used a color they had, which was called Ultra. Oh, check it out. Look at this. Isn't that crazy? It's Plastidip. And it was funny. It was focusing on coating, and I totally forgot that I was focusing on the stuff in the front, but I'm going to paint this. So I should have focused on the stuff that I know. But anyway, I just covered the whole thing. These guys are getting painted a different color, but today we're going to work on masking this off and painting the light blue. And I have a metallic blue, but my fear is it's a little bit too close to this color. So I might just do the light blue right here. But it's unfortunately it's not metallic. The blue. I wonder if we could dump something in it to make it metallic. Anyway, but that being said, and yeah, I spelled Mega Man wrong. It's MAGA when it should be Mega. Again, everybody, this is good old St. Louis education here. I meant to fix that. I went through everything else. People are like, "Hey, Ted, you spelled that wrong." I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let's say, hey, Typewire, I make Capcom great again. Let's make Capcom great again with Magaman. Oh my God, Tripwire. Tripwire 76, very funny. Thank you. That's good. I deserve that. Hey, Kevin. Good morning. It's Gundam. Good morning. Yeah, I know. Good morning. Hey, Becky. Let me get my hold on. Let me take a couple more. I made a cup of coffee and I left it downstairs. Let me finish my eggs. I'm running late. I won't lie. I play Fallout, the video game. I play in the mornings really early before the rest of the house wakes up. So I play for like an hour or two. And I can't tell you how many times I played this game. Yes, Becky. Thank you. Eat your breakfast, Ted. Was I can't tell how many times I played this game, and I did some different choices. And all of a sudden, I'm building this giant robot, the Liberty robot, for the Brotherhoods of Steel. It's really wacky, and oh, that's very funny. It's actually not a bad idea. But I'm not that clever at Gundam, but thank you. Is it Trita? Trita? Good morning. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm running late, so I'm eating breakfast and talking to you guys right now. So hungry. Yeah, today we're going to be masking off this guy. I'm going to paint this, and we're paint. I think we'll be out. can't remember. Was this a different color? I like this. I know I'm gonna do this red. I'm leaving this red. I might do this a different color back here too. I'm not sure. Like, if the stripe is a different color, but I like the. Yeah, it's very, very impressive. It's a when you're making stuff, especially cosplay, if you know you're gonna do something smooth or shiny or metallic, you gotta make sure you work on your seams. Now, my seams, if you look at, they're visible a little bit. I mean, you definitely can see them. They're not as bad. Now, if I painted this like just a solid color, you wouldn't see these at all. I mean, this would disappear pretty well. Other side too, you can see back here. It gets a little rough when you get back here a little bit. Right back here. A little, you can see the spots. Now, if you painted a solid color, you wouldn't see it, but since it's metallic, it highlights everything. So if you're going to make a costume with the intention of making it like reflective or glossy, make sure you get your seams really, really good, because they will show up. Especially if things are metallic, like this guy. And again, to me, it's a foam helmet. I'm not freaking out about it. I think once I start painting the different colors on here, you're not going to notice them. So, you know, because the eyes will be drawn to the brighter colors. My plan's going to go light blue on the inside lip here, and then we're going to do these guys dark metallic. These are going to be metallic, and of course these inside, of course, are going to be red, which is going to be a pain in the butt because this is black. So I should put a little bit of a lighter color on here. I might just paint this. If I paint this like a dark metallic, I'll probably just paint all of it, and then paint the red on top of the dark metallic, which will probably be easier than paint on black. This is just black. So, and black is, if you're putting a bright color like a white, red, or blue, or yellow, it's always good to have the base a bright color like white. Try to do that on black. You're going to do multiple coats until you get the color you want. So that's one thing is kind of, when you're painting a lot, you find out very quickly that the lighter the coat, the better. So now if you're doing metallic, you're doing like metallic colors, black's the best. So where in the heck did you get the metallic, dude? Right? Hold on, I'll tell you the brand name, because it's not just Plastip. It's a particular company. It's a particular line of colors they have. It's funny you say, because I've been looking for them. This is their luxurious metal. And there's the company, Plastip, and they have it. Luxurious metal, and this particular color is ultrasonic blue metallic. Yeah, wrap your head around that one. Here, focus. Come on. You can do it. Come on, Logitech. You always focus on things I don't want you to focus on. Sometimes it will. Never mind. Sometimes it will. But I think it's too much bright in the background. I'm modeling this pattern as a base for a werewolf link. I'm sorry guys, I'm really unfamiliar with some things of the games. Can we get a shiny Plastip on him? You know, Becky, it's funny you say, because I don't know. I meant to look for this, but yeah, it's funny because it's like, here's the weird thing. I love Tamiya paints, which I buy a lot. I have to start looking elsewhere because Amazon doesn't carry the colors I like, so I have to start doing this mad frantic search to find out somebody's selling them. Yeah, this is what the stuff's designed for. You can put it in your car, and then multiple coats. And then when it dries, it looks super cool. And it's like it's a temporary paint job. And that's what they sell it. So you can do like highlights or rims, and after a while, if you don't like it, you can just power wash it off. But yeah, that's what they're really kind of pitching it toward people. And that's, you see, there's a picture of a car. See the car? Yeah, that's the plan. You just put on your car, and it's not bad. I was impressed with the color. Anyway, we're having too much fun babbling and talking. Let me get that cup of coffee I poured downstairs so I can get that. Uh, oh, was it Becky goes, there you go, a 6-pack of shiny blue on Amazon, $70. Not just shiny blue, is it the ultrasonic blue, Becky? Is it ultrasonic blue? Oh, from Zelda. Okay. Twilight Princess. Thank you. Hey, Kathy. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Kathy, hold on. I'm going to run down, get a cup of coffee, guys. I'll be right back. Please stand by. Hey, Cam back. I went to get some tape, and today we'll be using this is brand of Tamiya tape I love, and so we'll be using this for the striping on the edge, and covering majority of it from the paint will be the frog tape, and also Plastidip sent me some Plastidip tape. So I think it's pretty good to put on Plastidip because it's designed for that. Yay, Plastidip! Thank you for sending me this stuff. This video is sponsored by Plastidip. No, it's not. I just like this. Again, here's my thing. I think Plastidip is a great thing to start on, especially with small props and helmets. If you're getting a cosplay and you want to steal things, but if you start getting into bigger cosplays and start building costumes, it gets expensive. and also it's very temperamental sometimes in the weather conditions. So I started using, as more of a professional, I started using rubber, and I use from rubber, and sometimes I use this stuff called creature cast rubber. And if you want to use creature cast rubber, I highly recommend you get yourself a critter gun or a spray gun, and then you need a good solid compressor to spray it. But that's one thing is that you definitely want to do down the road. Tira Bazoo channel. Evil Ted is the master. Oh, hey, hello, welcome, and welcome to my channel, and thank you. It's very kind of you to say that. And where's Kathy? Yes, ultrasonic. Yep, late and enjoying my breakfast. Oh, Kathy, thank you. No worry. Time to put laundry in the dryer. Okay, thank you, Becky. Here's Krim. Hey, Krim, how you doing? All right. I have returned. Okay. There's Becky. Trust me. No, he's not. Guys, again, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to catch up with chat. I went to get a cup of coffee, and I always don't want to leave people out. I appreciate people taking the time to pop in and watch me on my YouTube channel, because there's tons of channels to be watching. There's tons of talented people showing you techniques and skills. And also, I'm very new to the live stream thing on YouTube, which is great, because I'm finally getting the groove and the hang of it. And I like having everybody here on Sunday mornings. This is my day off. Well, technically, because I'm doing stuff with you. But streaming is fun because I get to feel like I'm hanging out with people and fellow makers while I build. So that's the benefit to doing my live stream. Oh, yeah, the reason I keep them, anything small like this, I put in bags, like especially with model parts or like little particular things I'm doing, especially with tomato tapes. Instead of just putting them in a drawer, you put them in a Ziploc bag. I have tons of stuff in Ziploc bags. And also, all my containers, big ones, are clear. I still label on the container what it's in there, but when it's clear, you can look in and get a better idea. It just helps your brain. So when you get the big black, I got rid of them all. After a while, I said, I'm getting rid of these things. So anything that was black or solid, I buy big containers and I get them clear. It helps a lot, extremely. Because your brain, you can only write so much on a label. Like, you get the general idea what's in there, but if you look, oh yeah, you can see stuff faster. So, oh, that's right, Becky. You can double stream. Okay. Yeah, let me get some stuff set up here, guys. Sorry. I'm just moving things around and making my plan. And today we're going to be dragging the airbrush. So instead of doing it in the spray booth, I'm going to drag the airbrush over here so we can do it underneath this camera. I like this camera better for that. So we'll do that next. Hold on, we're moving. All right, move this, move that. Oh, airbrush, pull that over. Plug this guy in. Hold on, guys. I'm almost there. Guys, I should just say guys and gals. Guys and gals are people. I hate them, they. Hold on, I'm working on it. Or my universal is just say, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, everyone. Alright, okay. Oh, did I leave? Oh, crap, I left paint in the airbrush. Are you kidding me, Ted? Sorry, guys, hold on. I before you start anything, make sure your airbrush is clean. I left this off. I didn't clean this properly. Hold on, I love this little jar. So we need to. Well, maybe we can use. We can just probably do airbrush jars. That's what we'll do. We won't use the flow cup. But in the meanwhile, let me dump this in some alcohol or water here. Hold on, stand by here. Move some tape. I'm sorry, guys. You think I would be more prepared? All right, hold on. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm using here. Take a little bit of a moment here to Platifx is a brand of paint that was designed for cosplay, and that when you brush it on, when it dries, it remains flexible. And that was their big thing. And they developed it. I did a couple of videos for them, and apparently they're pulling these off the shelves because they're not selling, they're not moving. And I think the problem is that I'm gonna get on my soapbox here for a minute. It's called marketing. I think they got lazy. They made a great product and just put it out like other paints. Like, all the paints will sell themselves, and they don't, because people at the store go, "What's this? Like, I buy this paint all the time. What's this stuff?" And you gotta let people know that it's designed for cosplay, that it's flexible, and that you can airbrush it. All you have to do is thin it down with just standard window cleaner. And I didn't know that. They came to me and asked me to plug it, and I did, and they didn't even, and I was like, and halfway through I made this whole big video, and I did it with brush. I'm not a fan of brush. I like using airbrush, but this stuff worked like nail polish. So you brush it on, let it dry, brush it on, and build up multiple layers. I think that's what turned people off. But once you discovered the airbrush quality of it, you thin it, and I'm like, oh my God. So I was hooked. All their metallics are amazing, and they're durable and they're flexible. And the fact that this has been a go-to for all my black bases and my metallics is I love using the Platifx. And now I found out they're stopped making it. I'm like, ugh. So I have to, every time I'm not rich, if I had tons of money, I would just start buying a ton of it and storing it. So I guess what I'm saying is that it just sucks that you're not making this anymore. I mean, it's still out there, but it's going to eventually be phased out. So anyway, that was my rant. It's a bummer because I really like their paints a lot, especially for base colors. All right. Oh yeah, humidity messes up with paint. Yeah, humidity. But if you want more this 3D printing in cosplay, hey Krim, sorry, question toward me. I used to buy Platifx brands in the past. I know I like their paint. Without coupons, they went up to $8 a piece, and they get only one of the. Oh my God! Oh, thank you so much. $8 for a bottle of paint. Yeah. Okay. Good to know. I did not realize, because I would. Yeah, I'm like you. $8 is a lot. But the thing is, here's the weird thing. Me knowing how to use it, I'd probably just buy a bottle or two, like the metallics and stuff. But man, that's what happened to them. It's a good product, but it's too pricey. That was probably what killed them. Good question. Good answer, that is. Thank you for the education. Because I don't buy it. I buy it very rarely. Hey, look, it's Furry. Furry, where's Furry? Is he in here? Was he go by? Platifx metallics are only the effects paints. I hate it. It takes too many Yeah, here's the thing with that, Gundam. It's great. You got to airbrush it. Don't brush it. Airbrush it. When you airbrush it, maybe 2 or 3 times, it's beautiful. That's what we're going to do today. So, warm weather outside. Can't paint. Yeah, if you're dealing with weather issues too. I only do the effects gold and silvers. Yeah, you're right. The color coats take multiple coats. It's a pain, but when it dries, it is durable. You're absolutely right. It is. Again, it's the trade-off. Michael stopped selling them in your molds and stuff too. Just never marketed the cosplay supplies enough, and they were based on custom farming, custom framing, and not only the results. Lilith. I'm sorry, Lilith. Is that Lilith? You're absolutely right. Here's the thing with Michaels. They're like when they came to me, and I think Kamui, which they screwed Kamui over pretty bad too. That when you, they're like, yeah, we want to get a cosplay. I'm like, okay. Putting stuff in your shelves and not promoting it is not getting a cosplay. They're like, oh, we're gonna make a cosplay. And what happened was, I was dealing with two gentlemen who were in charge of running this, and they were super excited. And these guys were into it, and they had and I finally realized they had the idea, they knew what they needed to do. So and what happened was, they would come up with the idea. Here's wrap your head around this, guys. They work at Michael's to come up with ideas. They come up with them, go to Michael's, and they're like, I don't know, we don't get it. It's like, well, then why do you hire these guys? These guys are like, yeah, we're gonna put they had an end cap. Originally, cosplay was just an end cap or a tower at the store, like a big tower, and they put all this cosplay stuff on it. And they finally convinced them, said, give us an aisle. Don't just give us an end cap, give us an aisle. So we can put Dremels and glues and paints and contact cements and foam all in the same section. And they're like, and they fought tooth and nail, and they finally got it. So they gave them an aisle. So Michaels gave them an aisle. And they're like, oh, it's not selling. Like, because you're not advertising cosplay. Where's the sign that says cosplay aisle? Where's the advertisements? Where's the coupons? Like, so these guys were struggling, and the guys higher up are just these old white men who are like, we did it for like a year, it didn't sell well, so we're gonna kill it. So they went from them into it, my molds, everything. They did it for like 2 years, and they're like, well, and it's all about, again, this is weird thing with inventory and stockbrokers. If the numbers don't move, and they're not consistently so high, they drop. But they don't understand, it involves work. You have to promote it. When you make a movie and you spend millions of dollars making a movie, you've got to dump $1 million into advertising. That's how movies make. Oh, back in the old days, it's kind of everything's changed now, but that's what happens. That's why Chipotle and Starbucks and McDonald's are failing, because it's the same old crap, and they're jacking the price up on things, and they all want returns. They want to show you the money, but just making money is not enough for these people. So by it not selling, they pulled it. So I'm sorry, guys. This is a big rant this morning. I haven't done crap except moan. When you talk about Michaels, it just fires me up, because I've dealt with them, and I was really. The guys that were working there, I really liked, and we built a relationship with them. And then just as the molds got launched, they took the guys and put them in a different department. And they gave me two more new people. And these women were like, okay, so what's this cosplay thing? And you're just like, so you had to start all over again. And they didn't get it. And said, well, at least, so what it is, I find out that they move people around. They don't want you building a relationship with people, because you'll start communicating. So, okay, I'm done. By the way, has anybody tried Cosflex? No, I've never even heard of Cosflex. What is Cosflex? Remember Michael's cosplay aisles? I got a brush. I got a bunch of foam and glue and scale, because they were discontinuing them. So they were selling really cheap. And, oh, by the way, really quickly, the foam they were selling was not EVA foam. It's L200. As soon as I touched it and felt it, I'm like, oh, this is L200. And they were advertising it was EVA foam. I'm like, no, again, I sent them samples. This is what you guys need to get. They ignored me completely, bought what they wanted to buy, and just threw it on the shelf. Like, this is foam. I'm like, no, it's L200. It doesn't work like EVA foam. You can't score it and heat shrink it, and you can't heat form and shape it. It's like, it's so limited. So I was mad about that too. And they stuck my name all over it. I'm like, oh, so mad. Okay, bye-bye. Again, Michael's rant. Hey, Furry, what's up, my friend? There he is. I see him. I was really excited for their cosplay material. Yeah, dude, me too. I got behind it, and I just found out the guys who were setting it up believed in it. But they had to convince the people that hired. It's so weird. It's so corporate. That's why I hate them. Hobby Lobby, Michaels, they're just big corporations, and They claim they know what they're doing, but they just do what they do, and that's good enough for them. And so you cosplay, just selling items is not. You've got to make it a community. You've got to advertise. Again, sorry, I'm gonna get on a rant, guys. Let me finish my coffee here. Why are we here? We're gonna paint this helmet. Kevin, we're gonna do it. Hold on, just let me vent for a little bit. Kathy, if you can have a Christmas in July, because I don't know, the crafters need time to start making. Michaels should know you should promote cosplay at least in the August. Look, I know, Kathy, they've dropped the ball. They're done. L200 is way cheaper and not as durable, and it's gross. Yeah, it's really weird. Like, you know what's weird, Becky? That's an industry standard out here in Hollywood. When you make big character costumes and big jump around costumes in the industry, it's L200. Everything's L200, and that's what I started with. And I learned, I was able to do a lot with it because I had to struggle to learn it. And I got EVA foam. I think Holly, when talk about time capsule, Holly Conrad lived in my complex, and she was a big cosplay queen for a while. And I was like, "What are you kids using? You don't use?" And she pointed to the floor mats on the floor. I'm like, mine exploded. So once I discovered the floor mats and I started working with them, I'm like, this is 100 times better than L200. Screw L200. So it got me off the L200 thing. And that L200 was like $70 a sheet. It wasn't cheap. Yeah, about the white foam, it was awful. I tried to make a Loki helmet and it came out like crap. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's L200, guys. Sorry. They advertise EVA foam, and it's like, you wonder why you guys section wasn't selling? Yeah. You're ranting, that's why I'm here. Ted, let's go on YouTube and watch Ted rant for like about half an hour. Yeah, it's really weird. It's back. I don't like it at all. Once I started getting EVA foam, I'm like, oh my god. That's why when I hooked up, when I got my free foam from TNT and they went out of business, I'm like, oh my god, it broke my heart. And then I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? But then I found Cosplay Pros, which basically sell the same foam, and I worked a deal with them and have them sponsor me. So, and again, their foam is awesome. I worked at Michael's, Ben Frank's, back in, oh my god, Ben Frank Land Removal stores. All right. It's not a rant. It's TED Talk. Guys, here's the weird thing with TNT. At the time, they were like, the best way, I guess, they were originally with like the Starbucks of foam. They were the first ones to do it. Like, people had coffee, and then Starbucks, oh, I sell coffee everywhere. Like, everybody had foam, but there was no such thing as foam without texture on one side. Everybody was buying floor mats, and you couldn't find different thicknesses. It was a bit of a hard. And then when TNT launched, they were starting. The thing is, they started around the same time I did, and they reached out to me like, "Hey, we want to." So I love those guys, and it was so sad because they could have been a big powerhouse, and it was COVID that took them out. And also, they had started getting competition. Like, there was other companies. There was, I know, SKS props, but there were some other companies too that were doing it. And Amazon started selling foam, different thicknesses, and like it became the thing where people started realizing there was a desire. And the thing is, it's always good to be first. As in marketing, number one is always be good, be the first, and be good at what you do, have the quality. Try to get those in a row, and then if you're not the first anymore, then you have to make a better quality foam. They changed, yeah, guys. They basically made cosplay. They were the big pioneers. And I always will tell people that they were the first ones to do foam, and different than on both sides, thickness, and it was great. Kathy goes, I was a Santa Claus in a July promotion. Hey Ted. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I saw that. I haven't got a chance to look at it. I definitely will. I know it's for the helmet. Hey guys, really quickly. I'm working on the Colonial Marine helmet. It's almost done. I am going to get working on the part two. I've been part one. It's done. So I'm editing part two right now. It'll be up next week. What happened was, which you guys could probably watch. I was building stuff, and I can tell my mindset when I was doing the helmet on the second half of the video. When I was doing the building and painting, I was so concentrating building stuff that half the time the stuff I was building was off camera. Like the camera was up and I was doing something off camera, or I wasn't paying attention to my. So I realized I have to reshoot that. So I had to make sections of this helmet and reshoot it. So I'm reshooting next week. There's portions of the video that I'm like, you can't see that. So I had to remake it so I can shoot it again. So that's what I'm doing, John. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, I will look at that today, John. Thank you for popping in today, guys. Real quickly, the modifier, John the Modifier, is my friend who makes the patterns. I make them and then zip them to him. He cleans them up and puts beautiful graphics and instructions so you guys can make your own stuff. Thank you, John. Okay. Custom rentals used to manage. Yes, right, Becky. I'm right. All right, let's do this. Oh, have you ever used? Here's the thing. Ted, have you ever used SKS foam? I do. I've used it. I mean, I know there's a while that he wanted me to sponsor him. I like his. Here's the thing. His foam has more of it's a particular thing he wanted. It's that it's a little bit porous and softer, so you can make things, but he has ability. You can really shape it and make things organic. And it's kind of like a foam. It's got a softness to it. It's dense, but it's soft. You can curve it and make really cool shapes, and it's a good foam. It just, I like the Cosplay Pro foam, which is the same as TNT. It's denser. The cell structure is tighter. And I do a lot of armor, less organic stuff, so it kind of that caters to me. So I always tell people, foam is foam. If you get it and it works well for you, then I'm never like, hey, this foam is better than this foam. I'm never gonna do it because I'm a guy who started with cardboard and duct tape, and you work your way up from there. It's like whatever you can get your hands on, that you can work and build stuff is good. So nobody's better than anybody else. I think foam is foam. And there's when you get to my level of doing it professionally, there's little things you see that just work better for you personally. But for you, it might be great. So again, when it comes to foam, try everybody's foam and find out what works best for you. I bet it's good stuff. It's just different. It's a different tactile approach for what I do. Okay, let's get down to business. So what we're gonna do. Oh, let me grab my airbrush jars too, because now I'm thinking about it. We're gonna get some window cleaner, which is over here. And we're gonna get the some Platifex jars. I worked as a time I was working at Bill Duran. Worked for Bill for a little bit. We were hanging out, and we worked for a little bit. We worked with Frank Ippolito on some stuff together, and Bill, I think Frank was yelling at Bill, "Yeah, you dirtied my airbrush. You didn't clean my airbrush." And we started laughing because Bill says, "I do that all the time at my house." I'm like, "Yeah, me too. Like, I'll be doing stuff, and I'm pretty good about my airbrush, but you're in the zone and you're painting stuff, and then you go to paint something, and then you come back later and you forget to clean the airbrush." I'm like, do it all the time. I thought it was something that we kind of bonded on and laughed about because, I've trashed so many airbrushes. That's why I love my Pache that I have, because that thing, I put it through so much, and they get clogged or dirty. You just take them apart, clean them, and they work. It's not like there's not a lot of moving parts. Just these really high-end airbrushes, they're nice, but then they're really finicky. So you can't blow like what I'm gonna do today is doing a lot of Platifex stuff. Like, it's really great for that. These Pache airbrushes. That is my brand of airbrush. If you guys would like to know where to get one, you can jump over to eviltedsmith.com, click on my supply list, and I have it listed there. That particular airbrush I really like. They're just bulletproof. I love them. Okay. First up today, we're going to go ahead and mask all this stuff off the front half. We're just gonna do this edge first. And look at see that nice little recessed detail. Isn't that cool? Right behind the ears, little recessed detail. And this section, this is going to be red, and I think this might be a different color, but I like this as it is, so I'm probably going to paint this, leave that as and paint this red. These guys will be red, and back here, I might do this a different blue too. I might just mask this off, do like light blue, like this. Have this be light blue, and then dark metallic, and then light blue back here. So let's start masking. Remove stuff. Yeah, I gotta clean this brush with it. Okay. Sorry guys, let's do our overhead. Okay. Alright. Move my phone. My pretty pink case. This is a tribute to my old hair dryer. Okay. The first thing we do is it's a little more manageable. I'm going to take this thing off. Now, I hot glue this on here with some good old Cosplay Pro Sure Bonder, but I have some alcohol, and what I do is I squirt a little alcohol in there, like that, and you very gently just pry on it with the alcohol in there, and it helps release it from the foam. And also the denatured alcohol was really great. See, watch this. Ta-da! See it? Comes right off. What that does, that prevents the foam from tearing and ripping, because sometimes I've had that happen in the past. Pulling things off like and just having the foam rip it. But I don't want it. See, look at that, nice and clean. Here, let me get a paper towel and dab that alcohol. Oops. Sorry, I have to do an intro with this thing. It's all part of the video, Ted. I gotta start recording, guys. Hold on. See, I forgot already. So stand by. Let's do some recording. Bring this camera down to the line. Okay. Hit record. There it is. Look at that. I'm impressed. I have to warn you though, when you're doing something metallic, especially something reflective like this, your seams will pop. Now, if I was to do this a solid color, you wouldn't see these guys so much. But being this is metallic, it kind of highlights everything. You can kind of see it's not that bad. It still catches the light. Still looks very cool. Kudos for the luster. It's really nice. So what we're going to do next on this is that we're going to go ahead and start masking. We're going to paint this area a light blue. I have a couple of paints I'm going to look at. Will be next, and so my plan is light blue here, and we'll probably do some light blue back here. I like this color, so I'm going to keep this trim the same as the entire helmet. This goes red, this goes red, this is red, and these guys are going to be like a dark metallic. But first step, let's do the light blue first. I have some Tamiya paint. These are little strips. I like to use this stuff for the trim detail and then use other tape for masking. So I got the whiter tape right here. I'll show you. My plan is. This stuff is awesome. It's low tack, but it really holds well. It's from model kits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus just on the edge that I want. So I'm guaranteed to have a clean edge. So I'm going to go like this. We're going to do it right on the scribe line. here. Oops, sorry. I'm doing it backwards. This this is what I want to do. I want to paint these guys, Ted. I want to paint this light blue. You know, I'm debating, should I do it over the line? Nah, let's do it on this, so it paints into the scribe line. All right, got that. Let me bring you guys a little closer so you can see what I'm doing here. Hold on. That. Hold on, make sure we get that edge. Okay. Okay. Now this edge right here, the guy kind of goes in a little bit, so let's push it in a little bit, get that edge. Just like that. Man, this stuff sticks really good. Here, hold on. All right. So let's go ahead. Now I'm thinking about it. Let's do the blue, because the blue's going to go on the inside as well. So let's go ahead and mask that off as well. Okay. And right back here, I'm going to mask this off. Because the blue's it's gonna end down here, so where it's gonna end, so we'll do that too. Come like that. And we got a pair of scissors. So there's a bit of a lip in here, it goes in there, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna cut this square like that. So I can just feed it right in there. There, okay. Got that section done? Other side? I'm trying to think of the last time I masked something, because I haven't done a lot of masking. It's one of those things that it's kind of a pain in the butt, but the end results are always worth it. You know, it's just the finished product looks so much cleaner. And therefore, there's a lot of people paint with brush too. But with doing an airbrush, it's just kind of nice to get these nice, crisp, clean edges. But I'm going to make sure I cover everything. There we go. What gave me this idea is I do this convention every year called Anime LA, and I always do like giveaways. And so I just thought it'd be fun to make a Magaman X helmet. So I threw one together, which is not, I should bring it in and show it to you. I just did like the traditional light blue, and I was throwing it together, and I kept thinking, you know, and I started posting pictures of it, and people were like, hey man, is that pattern going to be available? And I wasn't planning on it, but then I thought, well, if they're asking for it, Ted, you should make it available. Because why would you not want to make something that people want? I just never thought of it before, because every time I go to a convention, I always bring stuff to display, and people really like the Magaman helmet. I thought, so I made those patterns to sell. And I thought, oh, there's this character called Magaman X. And I like the look of his helmet. So we thought we'd do that, and here we are. All right, so I got that. Back here, and again, this is just to focus on the edge, and then we'll cover the other stuff with just tape. I'm not so worried about these guys because I'm going to go back and paint them a different color. So I'm not so much. That's why I'm not really masking them off. All right, got that. All right, got that. Okay. So there we go. We got our masking right there. There we go. Got this, got that. All right. Let's do some bigger masking. Let's go ahead and start masking off the rest. Of course, this is my frog tape, which is kind of like a larger version of Tamiya. It's just a huge... oh, where's my scissors? Scissors. Where are my scissors? Ah, here they are. Gonna go like this. And then when it gets to this part, just cut right here. Like that, lay this over, like that. Take my X-Acto blade, sorry, my craft knife, because X-Acto blade doesn't pay me anything. I'm not going to push a sponsorship for those guys. All right. Got it, okay. Let's take some tape here. Let's get a bigger piece. Hold on. And mask this. Like that. Over, down. Like that. Oh, perfect. Got it. All right, but masked it all off. So we have that section. Now we do the other side. Just like that on the edge. Also, I painted this stuff yesterday. That's one thing, since I knew I was streaming today, I want to make sure this stuff was nice and dry. So I did this yesterday, so it baked in the hot sun. So it is definitely dry. All right. That and that. Okay. Let's see, I'm just focus on this front section here real quick. This. That, perfect. Sorry guys, trying to keep things in camera. what my plan is, I'm going to cover a majority of the front, a little section of the back, and I'll wrap the rest with like saran wrap or plastic wrap. But I just want to focus on these things first. Yeah, let's tell you what. Let's think about this. Let's do this real quick here. Let's do the back. You notice I sprayed the plastic inside too a little bit because I'm going to probably put some foam in here, but I want to do the edges that showed, so it looks kind of decent. All right, aside two. Like that and that. Looking good. This guy back here. Tell you what, let's go ahead and focus on. We do that first, right? Do the airbrush blue, blue, blue. Yeah, let's get some plastic wrap really quickly. Hey, let's catch up with chat really quick. Hi guys, how you doing? Do you have any ultrasonic cleaner? Do you have an ultrasonic cleaner? Oh, you mean like an airbrush vibrator thing? Yeah, I do, Kevin. I do. I have one. It's funny you say because after the stream, I'm gonna throw all the parts in there and clean it. Exactly what I'm gonna do. But yes, I do have one of those guys. Oh, Gum's got it. Yeah, trust me. Again, it's what works for you guys. If you have something that works for you, it's fantastic. Kelly goes, "Wow, that's fabulous." It's crazy, right? Look at that. Once you get the light blue, which is funny because the light blue I'm painting I have to paint the light blue on the inside. Or do I? You know? We paint light blue and leave the dark metallic on the inside. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Hey, really quickly, Becky says, Otter Tiffin rated your... Hey, Twitch, guys, really quickly. Everybody who's watching me today, thank you so much for watching me. I am simulcasting right now from YouTube to Twitch, so you guys can watch me on Twitch, but unfortunately I cannot communicate or see you when you raid, or so my friend Becky is kind of moderating. Again, I don't know what I do if I didn't have Becky. That is Going Ape Costume. Thank you so much. And again, guys, really quickly, Otter Tiffin, thank you so much for your raid. Thank you again, and thank you guys for your continuing support. I keep the Twitch channel because I have dreams of going back there and doing gaming or doing watch parties. I got to figure out how to do all that stuff. Samus, hello, welcome. What's up, Samus? Okay, I am right. Oh, sorry, I was gonna get some plastic wrap. Let's wrap this really quick here. Okay, take some packing wrap. I just do this. What this kind of like prevents the overspray. And the worst thing about when you come to painting, it gets a little crazy sometimes, but you don't realize how much airbrush paint travels. So, as an extra kind of precaution, sorry, as an added precaution to prevent overspray, I put on this saran wrap and cover on the majority of what I'm not going to paint. Here, like this. You know, hold on. This might work. Wait, hold on. If I do this, like that, right? And then take the plastic wrap like this, because it sticks really good to itself, right? We do this. Come down. Nice, I'll be able to kill, yeah, I can. All right, good. We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We're gonna go ahead and mask off this as well too, so I can paint this the blue I wanted to paint. Let's get the tape out. Sorry guys, you guys can see what's going on here. Thank you. I get this guy and I take the tape right on the edge. Got that. And that. All right. And then this is why I use the pinstripe tape. Is usually easier, but since I just want to block up this little area right here. That's the ticket. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the ticket. And my wife, Morgan Fairchild. All right. That. Okay. Mask this off. Again, you can see there's spots I'm missing. Make sure you cover all this up. So now I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and tape all this edges down. Get the stuff you can see. Cover it all up. Make sure everything's covered like that. And then over here, now see this plastic's over. Yes, let's stick that down as well too. Let's play it safe, because you know, with that airbrush paint getting in there. Okay, like that. Good. We'll do this. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Oops, little spot right here. Let's get this. Got it. All right, got it. Right, got this, got that. Look it over. All right, we have everything masked off. This looks great for our light blue. I'm looking at this dark metallic I did inside here on these pieces right here. I really like this. But I'm going to paint light blue. I can just paint the whole thing light blue. So, yeah, let's just do that. I was thinking about just masking this off, but then I would like this to be the blue. The blue's going to have it be the same blue on the inside. So, in that case, let's go ahead and trim this real quick. So at least the blue looks decent. Has this weird because what's going to happen is you paint this light blue and you peel the tape, it's going to be this weird little spot on the tape. So we can come back here and just kind of trim it so it looks a little organized. This is one of those things I've known when you paint, you'll come back later and look at it, it's just going to stand out to you and it's going to drive you nuts. Well, okay, how about this? It'll drive me nuts. So I want this out. Let go. I'm just cut this with a pair of scissors. Make it easy. There. All right, got it. Okay. Before airbrushing, just give it one more looks over. Make sure you didn't miss anything. Okay. Oh, same thing here. We're going to do because it's the same thing back here. If I get any blue on the light blue, yes, yeah. Let's cut this out. Let me get a fresh blade here real quick, guys. Let me just grab a fresh blade real fast. Again, when you're crafting, always good to get a bunch of these craft blades. Because sometimes you just can't beat a fresh blade, especially for something like this. Come right back here like this, just very gently. See? Pow. Nice. Like that. Got it. All right. Fantastic. All right. Always great. Let's go ahead and get our paint ready. Let's catch up with my friends on chat. We're going to be using, I think we're going to go ahead. There's a metallic blue that I really like. But my fear is it looks too similar to what I already have on there. So if it'd be a little bit of a shade difference, it's like, I want it to really pop. So we're going to go ahead and use a lighter blue right here. This is the Plat Effects. This particular color is... Where's their color name on this thing? Beta Blue. When you work for a paint company and you're making paints, you have to come up with names because everybody has their own different names and stuff, so it's kind of crazy. Okay, we're gonna get a jar and get a lid. Let's talk about the paint I'm gonna be doing really quickly for the video. That is, of course, what is it called again? Beta Blue. All right. The paint we're gonna be using this is Plat FX. This is Beta Blue, and I got my airbrush jar. What I like to do is take this paint. I'm gonna pour a little bit in the jar. I like to do, let's see. Yeah, it's probably more than I probably need. Okay. Oops, here's wipe. Ted, damn it. All right, should have used a paper towel, not my finger. All right, great. Now, I discovered you can thin this stuff with window cleaner. I have window cleaner in a jar. Now, I look at it, it's about this much. So I want to add half that. I want to do 50-50 ratio. So how much I have in there in the jar is about the same amount of window cleaner I want to put in here. So that's what I'm going to do next here. So I hold the jar up so I can see for myself. And I go about the same amount of window cleaner. And on the jar, I have a jar like this. I close the lid. And they shake it. Now, with Plat FX, I'm probably going to do multiple coats. So I'm not going to get it in the first pass. But that's okay, because I have the color right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get my airbrush fired up. What are you hearing? That is my air compressor. And again, my airbrush I love is the Pache. I've had this thing for years. I'm using it, spraying so much stuff through it, it's amazing. Just let the pressure build up. Okay. Let's wait for the compressor to be done. Okay, there. All right, take the jar off. It's all looks good. Got my jar. Okay. Got my airbrush. Hook it up. Let's get a piece of paper towel, do a little test. And nothing's coming out. Hold on. Looks like my air valve is clogged. Sorry. Oh, 10. Try it again. Okay, there we go. Dial it down a little bit. Okay. Let the painting begin. Open up just a little bit more. Ah, that's it. When airbrushing, be sure to wear your mask. Even though they're acrylic, it's paint particles going into your lungs. So you want to make sure don't get lazy like I do. So when you start airbrushing or plastic dipping or any spraying, make sure you wear a mask, because things are getting atomized in little particles, and even though you don't see them, you're still breathing them in. So wear a mask. Now with Platifx paints, I like, before I move any further, I want to keep, sorry again, take two. When working with Platifx paints, it's a paint that likes to work with multiple layers, so I want to dry the first layer, because my fear is I'm going to stick my finger or bump it while it's still wet. So I'm going to go ahead and just dry it really quick. Hey guys, a real shout out to my friend, the Guyver Geek is in chat really quickly. Guys, the Guyver Geek. Mega Man rocks. I'm glad you said, and you spelled it correctly, unlike I did. Hey, how can I purchase this from you with a signature attached? Hang in there, because these patterns are going to be available. And don't worry, Guyver Geek will work something out. I'm sure we can. Really quickly, everybody, Guyver Geek is a fan of the movie The Guyver. We shot way back in '98, and when I was very young, I played multiple characters in there. And I just recently did an interview on his channel. So if you guys really quickly click on the Guyver Geek and subscribe, because he's a fellow YouTuber like myself, click over there, jump over to his website, or sorry, his YouTube channel, and subscribe and check out. He's done all these great interviews. So if you guys are a Guyver fan, I love the movies, I would love to hear more of the detailed interviews. He interviews David Hayter, Kathy, two leads from Guyver Dark Hero. He interviewed me, and we talked about it. I mean, so much information. We'll probably, if you want to, I can always do more. We'll do another one. We can talk about just building in general, like this stuff. It was, I could go on for hours about that movie. I have tons of pictures too. Oh. So, Guyver Geek, are you a Magaman fan? That's funny. You don't see what you don't know about somebody, peoples and things. See this tape here? Oh, this is bothering me. This is not. This is lifting up. Keeps lifting up. Stop that. Stay down. Yeah, this is a nice color. I'm really happy with this choice. I'm realizing if I'm careful with my airbrushing, I can paint it without getting the inside. So I just focus because the airbrush is going this direction. If I just paint it without painting the inside, I'm good because I like the dark metallic inside. I was gonna mask it, then I started realizing the airbrush. I just not paint it. So I can just be careful with my airbrushing. I'll be able to paint these guys without getting the paint on the inside because I love the dark metallic on the inside. My best friend who created the Guyver Geek YouTube channel, it's a huge Mega Man fan. Oh, I didn't. He's a Mega Man fan. All right, good. Well then, I have a Mega Man. It's funny. I have a Mega Man pattern in my shop on my website, but I don't have a Mega Man X. And it's so funny. The more pictures I looked at them, because I was just taking the old pattern and building, is that the bevels. Like I thought about this afterwards. If I beveled the edges when I was cutting, like on the outside, like so it's beveled, like so it's not just square. It's got a slight bevel on the inside of the lip. It would have been really cool. It would have been a pain in the butt to do, and I have to do a lot of patching. But the bevel is what really makes that helmet. If you have the bevels on it, like if I bevel the face thing. But again, if I ever build another one or do something like that, I think the bevel, instead of having a 90 angle, have it beveled kind of outward like that, or beveled in toward the face. But yeah, this is dry, so let's go ahead and do the second coat. And I still have to paint this guy, so let's do that next. Put my mask on. Oh man, really quickly guys, during COVID, they made these little rubber inserts that go over your nose and mouth, when they, which are absolutely brilliant. And when I found these, I bought one. I actually go back and buy more, just in case I lose this guy. But I always leave it in the mask. So when you wear the mask, it doesn't crush your nose and mouth it's touching. This prevents it from touching. This is a really high quality mask, but sometimes it still just kind of digs in my face. So you put this guy in here, and it just makes the world of difference. So when you pull it, it still doesn't block your airstream. Genius. Okay, time for a second coat. So let's open this up a little bit more. There we go. Alright, now I'll go back here. Alright, I'm going to hit it with a hair dryer, get that coat, because this is the first coat back here, so let's dry this real fast. good. Another coat. Just when you think you have it all on there, it's best just to do one more pass here. Like that, and the same here. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is the last coat here. This looks good. Yeah, looks good. Let's put this on a helmet stand real quick. Very carefully. Like that. So I can catch up with chat. Hang on, guys. Catch up with you guys really quickly. While that is, I can hit it with hair dry, but I figured I'd just go ahead and look at that, guys. See what you get when you hold it. Again, it's Plat effects, so I'm able to just wash this off with soap and water. But again, this is what you would be breathing if you don't have your mask on. And the reason I yell at people is because I get lazy and I forget. And I keep thinking about the years I used to work at this prop house. I would wear my mask, but I would off and on because it'd be we'd be working so fast. Just getting stuff done. You would jump in the spray booth. With this giant spray booth that would suck the, so when you're in the spray booth, nothing was going in your lungs because you turn it. So in this giant room, it's just sucking stuff in, which we found out really quickly that you had to, if you wanted to paint something that was very like super glossy, you had to come in with a spray bottle and wet the floor first, because if you turn on the vacuum, it would take all the dust on the ground and floor and suck it in. And so it's sucking all over your parts. So you had to make sure the door was closed. You had to keep which next to impossible, keep that spray booth clean because everybody's using it and people are sloppy. But you'd suck in. So when you're in there, you didn't smell anything because it was being sucked out. So being in a spray booth, even though you're in there, you should wear your mask. But it's doing such a great job that when you're painting, you don't even smell it. It's all going in the spray booth. And I did that for years, and you get used to it. And then so you start painting, you're like, oh crap, I'm not in the giant spray booth anymore. I need to wear my mask. So I would working hard to break that habit. Ted with Beta Blue, that'd be, yeah, blue. I'm gonna scrub that off, and then we're gonna let that guys. Instead of hitting it with a hair dryer, just hang out with you guys for a little bit, let it dry, and then we'll go ahead and demask it. What the next step that we're going to do, which will probably wrap up the video for today, but I'll stay on because I don't close until 11. But I'm going to let that completely. We're going to demask it, let it dry, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit it with a clear coat. I have let the paint dry and then hit it with a clear coat while it's still masked. That's what I should do. Because what I want to do is I want to be able to mask off the other sections of the helmet to paint the earpieces. And when you're between the plastic dip and the Plat Effect paint, it might peel off when masking. So I have to seal the acrylic, the Plat Effects acrylic blue on there, because it's not going to be mask friendly. It's going to peel off very easily. So what I have to do is I have to let that dry and then do a clear coat on that first. Let the clear coat dry, and I'm going to use Rust-Oleum 2X clear. I have this really great clear. Matter of fact, let's grab it and have it ready for the video when I do it. Let's do that. Hold on. I used to use like varnish sprays, like varnish sealers, matte and clears, and I found that over time you start to fog. They look weird. They fog, and I don't know if it's a reaction to what's underneath it. I know some things work better with others. Some things like alligator or skin or freak out But paints really react differently to stuff. But I discovered with acrylic paints that once it's dry, to put a protective coat on it, I've discovered Rust-Oleum 2X clear. They do clear and they matte, and this stuff is awesome. So if you do any painting or aging, do acrylics, oils, all that stuff, and it's all done, every one of these props, when I'm done with them, I hit it with this stuff. If it's glossy, this. If it's matte, I do that. I usually do a lot of matte on my props. But once you hit it, it seals it. Granted, it takes like 8 hours to dry, but it is durable and it sticks and it stays flexible. It's one of the best coats I use for anything. So my plan is we'll let this dry completely, then take it outside and do the clear coat on all the blue, the light blue, and let it dry and then demask it. Because it's going to help me with the, yeah, no, blue, let's drift over this. There's some tape holes. Okay. All right, looks good, looks good. And the other cool thing too is that if the blue does get on the plastic dip, I can just take alcohol and wipe it off, because the plastic dip is super durable. Because it's plastic dip, it's color. But yeah, this looks really good. It's so funny. Some things are, anything. I think like my piece, my cut line's crooked. You can see it now. Apples and oranges, who cares? But yeah, this is, I can't keep preaching about. I've been trying. Hey, Rust-Oleum, I'd love to do a sponsorship with you guys. I've been reaching out to them. We talked for a little bit, and they're like, yeah, and then they kind of disappeared on me. But I'm gonna have to get myself like a marketing agent or somebody, because I haven't got the time to chase people down for that stuff. I know Gary Vaynerchuk always says, you do this, post this. Like, when you have a family and you're doing your job, you're doing YouTube and you're trying to do stuff for movie work at the same time, it's kind of spreads you really, really thin. So, but yes, yeah, it's drying really nice. But this is what we're gonna do. We'll let this dry, and then we'll take it outside and hit it with this, and that'll end the stream today. But it is let's just shift over here so I can get my setup so you guys can see me and hear me better. Here, move this around. Like that. Yeah, my rig, I gotta adjust this camera thing better. No, it goes right there. Sorry. I'm so obsessive over the dumbest things. It's weird. All right. And the microphone so you guys can hear me. There we go. Perfect. Kind of, sort of. Insert appropriate source comments. Ted with a beta blue beard. Would be funny. Neil's not there. What is the color red you're thinking of using? That's a great question. I ordered some Tamiya red. I'd like to be able to brush it on, not mask it on. I mean, airbrush it is. I had Platifix red, but I'm running low on it. It's really hard to get. I've used that last time. That's the red I used last time, because I could brush it in, just do a couple. I would do like 3 or 4 coats, and the red's really kind of solid. It was more like a burgundy red, but it still was nice. Again, you had to have patience. You had to brush a thin coat, let it dry, brush it. But I liked having the color control. But I think it's going to be easier this time, because when I paint the earpieces, the dark metallic, I'm just going to paint the whole thing. I think the dark metallic is a little bit lighter, and it'll be an easier base to put red on top of, in theory. So that's what I'm hoping for. Oh, I have new Coffee Talk shirts. I ruined mine. It's so funny, Becky. I need to order mine today. I kept meaning to get one, because I'm going to do one with my friend, Fancy Jen Cosplay, who's coming out for Comic-Con LA, or LA Comic-Con. She's coming out for LA Comic-Con, and I think that's in October. So she's coming out for that, and I think she has a booth or whatnot. And tell you to go see the Beetlejuice movie. Yeah, I want to. I haven't seen it yet. I mean, again. I heard tons of mixed reviews. And I just kind of roll my eyes and think, guys, it's Beetlejuice. I don't know what people are expecting. If it's out there weird and funny, I'm in. It's Beetlejuice. It's like, guys, it's Tim Burton. It's like it's Tim Burton now, a little more seasoned and older, and him and Keaton are more collaborating on this film. They got a script they liked and they kind of worked with it. And I like that they're kind of keeping it really practical. And I like the idea of all the shrunken head guys are just costumes. So there's a lot of makeup and costumes in the show. I think it's brilliant. And I'm looking forward to it. But it's it's like, I'm guaranteed no more what they do, I like it. I like the fact that people are like, hey, the original cast member's coming back, and Gina Davis is like, yeah, we can't. We're old. You don't age when you're dead. And I think when they first were doing it, I think they might have thought about having them do a cameo and then doing that digital thing where they have so many images of them when they were younger, they could do it digitally. And I think Tim Burton was like, I don't want to do that. So what? Gundam, you didn't use my link? Dude, listen to me, guys. Every time you shop on Amazon, what you should do, Gundam, is go to my bookmark, go to my link and bookmark it. Just bookmark it. Go to my website, click on my Amazon link, and then bookmark it and label it on your computer. Ted's Amazon, like Evil Ted link, Evil Ted Amazon link. Therefore, every time you shop, don't shop on yours. Click through that first. Bookmark it. Just bookmark my link. Oh, the guy said, I saw Beetlejuice last Friday. I'm very happy with it. Good. I heard it's the same kind of wacky, fun vibe, and people don't realize that in Beetlejuice, the first one, Beetlejuice himself is very rarely in it. It's like he's the catalyst. He's the guy they're trying to avoid, and he doesn't come up till like halfway through the film, and then when he does, he pops in and out and does this really kind of stuff. But it's like, yeah, because I think Michael Keaton said when they shot the first one, he shot for like a week or something like that. He just came in and did his stuff, and he was gone. Oh, I didn't buy it. I just remember, oh my god, well, great. Then before you do your list, all you have to do is click on my link. Takes you to Amazon, then you can shop. He was in it. He was only for 13 minutes. The original, yeah. And oh, I'm sorry. Somebody earlier asked about the air compressor. Kevin, go to my website, eviltedsmith.com. And I believe it's listed, my airbrush compressor. I'm pretty sure it is. Hold on, let me see. I'll just bring it up and show you guys real quick. It's this little bad boy right here. Who makes this? What's this called? I don't see any name on it. But yeah, it's this little tiny little guy. It's great for airbrushing. I use a bigger compressor for my my critter spray gun, but this is just strictly for airbrushing. This you can't seal things with this. This is strictly for painting, guys. It's got a very low. Well, it's good enough for an airbrush, 25-30 psi on it, pounds per square inch. It's a good little airbrush compressor, that is. But I'm sure if you go to my website, I think it's there. If not, I'll grab it and throw it. I can't throw it in chat. It's so different here on YouTube. But yeah, go to my website, eviltedsmith.com, go on my supply list. I believe it's listed there. It's a nice little compressor. Again, when I bought it, wasn't too much. But then again, I bought this years ago. It's so weird, guys. The reason I say that because we all don't need. I don't need to tell you guys. The spike in the price increase has been insane within less than 3 or 4 years. It's like after COVID, everybody took advantage of it. And hopefully, after your election stuff, things will get sorted out because they've been gouging us. And there's items that I bought. Here's the thing that Amazon does that drives me mad. You guys got to watch out for. If you bought something previously, like I bought little glue bottles. I buy glue bottles. I bought box. There's certain things you buy, and if you have a thing in your website on your Amazon where it says buy again, you just go and scroll on it, click on it. It'll give you what that amount was. It'll only send you what that amount was from last time, so you get something smaller. So I bought these glue bottles. They're good sized glue bottles, and I bought like a box of 10 or something, 12 or something like that. And then, oh yeah, I need some more. So I hit buy again, and they sent them to me, and they were smaller because they adjusted the value of the price. So I paid like $5 for like 12 bottles, and I say, oh, now with the shrinkflation, here's what you get for that same price. But you're like, wait a minute, that's not the same thing though. Don't put in my cart buy again when it's not you buying the same thing. It adjusts and fixes it, and it sends you something you don't want. So when you're buying things, especially bottles of glue and paints, you got to check the volume, the size, how many ounces it carries. Even in your buy again cart, they'll screw you. My wife, we had a dryer with this little dryer we loved, and it was like a Panda dryer, and it crapped out on us. It was for $500, and she was buy a new one. So she bought one for the same price, and it showed up, and it was even smaller. It was a smaller dryer, and we both were like, she said, it said buy again. No, I said that's when we both discovered. Oh no, it'll give you the adjusted price. So for $500, this is what you get now. And this was within a 3 or 4 year period. It wasn't like 10 years. And so, yeah, bullshit is what it is. So anyway, that's what they do. So when you hit that buy again thing, double check, guys, because it will not give you the same thing. It might tell you there's been some adjustments and things, but you think you could throw it in chat, but no one can. Yeah, I know, Becky. YouTube's not set for that. That's one of the things we're failing at. I think they got the live stream thing set up. I think they should really work on the linking thing, but I think they don't. If they don't get a piece of the action, they don't support it. So, yeah, literally shrinkflation. Yeah, Kevin, it's bullshit. It's like that's what like I love that Chipotle and Starbucks getting dragged on social media because they have this big CEO guy who came in and like, oh, I'm going to fix Chipotle. No, you didn't. You have stockbrokers that want to see an improvement every year, but it's like, dude, it's food. So it just made the workers give everybody smaller portions. So people would go back and order a burrito, and they have, oh, I haven't been to Chipotle in like a year or something like that. So you go back in there and order a burrito, like, wait a minute, this is not what I used to get. Oh, no, it's because they took the portions, same price, and you can sit there and bitch and go, wait a minute. So the CEO says, well, all you do is ask for more. I'm like, so they make you stand in line to be a dick to the people that work there. Like, so that's your solution to the problem, is make the poor guy behind the counter who's getting $12 an hour to yell at them and tell them to put more stuff on your plate. That's not how it works, guy. Anyway, sorry. Can you put links in your descriptions? Just putting your affiliation link where it could be useful. Yeah, Chipotle's terrible. My kids, we used to eat there, and it's just like, no, it's too damn expensive. You can pin links in your description? No? I don't know how it works, guys. It's funny, Becky, I might have to look into that. Because right from where I'm at, tell you what, let's do an experiment real quick. Well, let me do this. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know if I can. Yeah, hold on, guys. I can't know if I can. I didn't leave the page open. I should have the page open. As soon as I open chat, it won't let me open up anything else. It closes chat. It's weird. Yeah. Hey, let me do that bit with the video really quick, and we'll be done with it. All right, so we can stop recording over here real quick. Stick the microphone in my face. Here we go. All right, there it is. Look at that. Oh, sorry, guys. It's not glued on there yet. This is the color I like. This looks great. So I'm not going to demask, and I'm going to leave the tape on here because this is Put FX paint. It's nice color, but I want to be able to go back and mask the rest of this for the earpiece. And my fear, if I mask on top of this and try to remove it, it's going to peel it off. So I got my favorite clear coat. This is Rust-Oleum 2X. This is a gloss clear, so we're going to leave the tape on. I'm going to take this outside and spray it with the clear. And what the clear will do is it'll seal the acrylic paint and protect it, and also make it durable. It'll dry, and then I can demask it. Therefore, I won't have any fear because the clear coat is super durable, so it'll put a nice protective coat, so I can be able to mask off this stuff without the fear of pulling this off. So we're going to take this outside and do that. Okay, good. I stopped recording. All right, fantastic. Might as well. Here. Hold on, guys. Will it let me do that? Can I open a new page? How does this work? Hold on, guys. It won't let me open another. If I do that, it just closes chat. Hold on, guys. Stick with me real quick. I'm gonna try to open Google Chrome for a second. So the chat might shut down for a little bit. But I'll be right back. I'm going to Evil Ted right now. I'm going to my supply list. That. And going to foam tools, painting, spray gun. You know, I'm thinking about it, I might not have that compressor on there. Let me double check here all the quick safety tools. Mat cutting, rotary tool, grinding stones. Yeah, airbrush compressor. There it is. Fantastic. So I do have it. I click on it, make sure it's the one I bought. Yeah, that's it. It's the same one I have. The thing is great. God, I love that thing. All right, so let's do it. Let's grab the link for the airbrush compressor. Grab the link. Text. Copy link. Okay, here we go. Now, let's go to YouTube. Hold on, guys. We're going to go to YouTube. Evil Ted channel. I'm still streaming live. I click on that. Go to chat. Let's pop up chat. Go to my OBS. Hold on, guys. Here we go. I'm going to paste. Does it work? Click on that link, guys, really quickly. If that works, I'm gonna leave from now on. I'm gonna leave my page open on my computer when I open this. Oh, bingo! What the hell have I been doing? That's ridiculous. So apparently, I think I can do it. Nobody else can do it, but I can. So what I should do is leave my Evil Ted page open before I stream every day, or every time I do that every Sunday, so I can actually grab links. Okay, that's good. Let's try again. Let's do something else. Hold on. So where do you that page go? Hold on. Okay. Let's see if we keep three things open here. Hold on, guys. Stand by. I'm gonna try this again. There it is, my shop. That's my Coffee Talk shirt. You know, Becky, thank you. I would have been lazy about it. Like, I'll do it later. And I know I wouldn't. I wouldn't have. I'm the king of procrastination. That's awesome. In ape we trust. Kevin, touche. Kevin's funny today, guys. Look out. Becky, I'd say, guys, really quickly, as a maker, there's people you like hanging out and working with. I absolutely adore hanging out with going in costume. She's somebody that I met, and they're a mom in the middle of nowhere who pushed herself and started crafting skills and just embraced it and picked up and learned and developed techniques and learned her own techniques. And it's been great to watch her grow and become this great cosplayer. And it's just, and also it's just an absolute joy just to hang out with her and talk about life and shop and family. It's just a blast. So I miss you, Becky. Like hanging out with you, buddy. So hopefully I'll get back out there again. So I gave Becky a link to my my media kit. So when she goes to push me and plug me onto the people and stuff, I show the media kit because I love to hang out and work more with Becky doing cons. So Elko, if you're watching, I'd like to come back. Yeah, this helmet's gonna look good. I'm getting excited about this helmet. This was such a wasn't really something I just did. Oh my God, Becky, I would love to come out eventually. Here's the deal. If you ever want to save the expense, you could stay at my place. If you ever come out here and want to do a con or something like that, give me a heads up, and we'll make a spot for you because, yeah, we have plenty of room. I have a big ass house, like a big shop, and I have a big house, so we can definitely take you. So if you ever want to come out and to save the expense of you just want to come out to a convention and not worry about a hotel room or renting an Airbnb, come and hang out at my place. Yeah, Disneyland's fucking expensive. We used to go every year, and we stopped doing it because we can't afford it. It's ridiculous. But my oldest, Dorothy, was saying we should just do Universal because Universal City is not. It's fun to walk around, and it's not that expensive. As soon as it starts cooling off, we might do that. Just hang out, walk around, just to get check it out. It's always a great stream. Hey, thank you, Kevin. Oh, my alert's on. I can't hear anything. Does it thing make any sounds? Oh, yeah, Kevin, thank you so much for the tip. Oh, I can hear myself. Hold on, YouTube. There, I can mute it. I saw that. Ooh, where'd my chat go? We can throw stuff in chat now. I mean, I can, right? Did you say something back in the other? I don't think anybody else can unless they're like a super chat or something like that. I don't know, but that's so cool. So from now on, I'm going to start doing that when people go, hey, where can I get this or where can I get that? Instead of telling people to go there, I can actually just take it and throw it in chat. Oh, it's a save up trip. All right, Becky, excellent. Then consider it done. Yeah, let me know. Keep me informed because, man, I want to go to Dragon Con, and I can't even justify that right now because I'm not even working on it. I'm not getting money, but my plan is to get back to work because right now my priority is food and rent for the family. And this could be a great pattern. My buddy John, I've been sending him the patterns for the this helmet. So again, once this video is done, I'm gonna do the same thing and cut this all together. Today, once we finish the stream, I gotta do some reshoots on the Space Marine helmet because I shot the whole earpiece thing. Half of it's off the camera, so it's like I was trying to edit. And I was getting so mad, like this doesn't work. So I said, screw it. I made it. I'll just make a new one and reshoot the whole entire thing. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reshoot the whole thing. That's right. Evil Ted's better breakfast. and there's a bar in the parking lot. Yeah, Becky, there's a bar. I have a bar in my parking lot. It's funny because it's true. It is true. I do have a bar in my parking lot. Oh, I had the best whiskey sour last night. Oh, Becky, where was that? Who made it? The best whiskey sour. God, I haven't had whiskey sour in like ages. That's a good drink. It's so funny when people, what do you want? I'm like, I should make a list in my wallet of all the drinks I like, because every time I get to a bar, I forget. Like when people ask me, what movies do you work on? I'm like, that's why I have to write that stuff down. I don't remember. I think I was with some people and they were telling me for me because I couldn't remember. It all becomes a blur. You know, it's just a blur. Oh, we made them at home. Whiskey simple syrup, lemon, and a mango. Oh, that's, you know why they're good, Becky? Because you guys made them. Go to a restaurant or a bar, like, it's always hit and miss. You know, we're not watering them down. Ted likes blue milk. I do. I'll really quick. Yeah, I missed that. I miss doing that. I'll really quickly provide people know I do this thing called Imbibe, this kind of workshop at the Discovery Building. We started for the first couple of months, and of course, poor JC who runs the bar, he got really slammed. He's like, "Hey man, do you mind if we take this month off?" And I did, and then I reached out to him. I haven't heard back. It makes me realize that he is very busy, and I think he's dedicating himself to kind of promote the bar right now. And he's in. I think he's training somebody too to help him run the bar. And so between doing all social media, running the bar, and training somebody to help him run the bar is a load on himself. So he's kind of busy and slammed. So eventually, I think once things get settled in, we'll start doing it again. But right now, as for me, I'm doing the same thing. I got I'm working on this. I'm working on a movie job, doing my YouTube stuff, and doing a movie job. And there's another movie coming up. And yeah, it's a lot on my plate right now. And also, I'm in the works of talking to Adam Savage about possibly visiting his place. Now again, what that means exactly, I don't know. I think either a visit or we can shoot some content, but I'll definitely be posting pictures and videos there if I ever go. But oh, they simply don't want to. Yeah, I'm sorry, Becky. I'm talking Los Angeles. I know I'm working on it. We're in. Hey Ted, I watched. Oh yeah, the guy review. What'd you think? Is that wacky? And did you notice how the film progressively gets the footage gets better and better because we shot the bar scene like in a restaurant. That was actually a real restaurant. We had to move all the furniture out of it, and it was a sushi bar. We actually shot in that bar, and it looked so good on Super 8, the footage, the lighting, and then when they digitized it, it got really, really dark. And Steve and I were like, ugh. He was so mad, but he's like, well, that's what we got. We can't reshoot it, so we cut it all together. But the film progressively goes, but it's wacky and it's fun. So, yeah, it's out on DVD. It's coming out. I think it's out. I pre-ordered mine right now. You can buy it, dude. If you're trying to watch on YouTube, you can buy the movie. They finally put out. You can just type in the Kung Fu Rascals Blu-ray. If you type in the Kung Fu Rascals Blu-ray on a Google search, it'll pop up. It's out now, and it's got we shot all the footage, pictures. We got commentary on it. We interviewed. It was a couple of years ago. We did this 2-3 years ago. They brought me in to talk to me and let me tell stories about working on the movie. So yeah, you get that. It's got all the stories. I think it was Steve, me, Troy, and Johnny doing commentary on a movie we made decades ago. We were literally going. We were a bunch of old guys like, oh yeah, what were we doing that day? Like, it's pretty funny because we couldn't remember half the stuff. Yeah. Uh, Kathy says, dude, if you come up here, that's the closest I'll ever come to being able to meet you. Where's that, Kathy? Where are you at, Kathy? Refresh my memory. Mm. But yeah, Gabby Geek. The thing is, because people, what happened was there's a bunch of drama because Tiny York Pictures. I think they're gone now, but it's a a low budget distributing company that bought Steve's rights to his movie to distribute it, and so Steve made this deal. They're going to sell this is back in the days of VHS, right? So they made these really nice VHS copies of Steve's movie, like the director's cut, and then there's a loop in the contract that says if I don't sell, um, like Steve's sold it to them, and then in the contract, if she is, if the oh, that's right, they were selling it through Film Threat. So he made a deal with Film Threat magazine, and they were putting ads that were selling the movie through Film Threat. And what happened was Film Threat only sold a particular volume, so if it didn't reach a certain volume of sales, then Tanya gets the rights back, and she takes it and she recut it. She recut his film and added stupid music to it and intros and outros, and she butchered his film and didn't put it out. So that was the only one you could get for years. So finally, people reached out to Steve and said, "Hey, we want to do like a Blu-ray of your movie." And he's like, "All right." Like, so I don't know what happened to the rights. I think they got them back or something like that. So Steve agreed to it and gave them the original cut. So they cleaned up as much as they could, digitized it. So now, after all these decades, you can finally get the original director's cut of Steve's Kung Fu Rascals. And granted, it is a desired taste. It's a low budget, it's shot on Super 8 film, and the sound, the production value, the miniature, it's amazing. It's all these crazy low budget effects, and it turned out remarkable. It's really weird, wacky, and funny little film. It was one of my first movies I ever did. So that's out now. You can get it on Blu-ray. Just type in the Kung Fu Rascals movie Blu-ray. You should be able to find it and pre-order it. It's really fine. Oh, Kathy, you're in San Francisco. I thought it was I thought Adam was San Fernando. I think it was San Fernando is where he lives. Well, Kevin, it's trickery, and they're dirtbags, and everything you sign, you have to get. If you want, I don't think well, they Steve was a little bit trusting too at the time. He was just happy to get his film out there. The dead link to your page, high temp glue gun. Oh, the high temp one? Yeah, you know what's so funny? They stopped. You can't get it anywhere. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, because I totally forgot about that. Hold on, I gotta make a note. Thank you. I have a notepad when stuff like this pops up. I need to make notes. Hold on. I'm making my list. I call it the Peter list. My assistant Peter does all this stuff. And hold on. The particular link you're talking about is 3M. The company 3M made this really beautiful high temp, and I have it right here. It's super. It was expensive too. It was not cheap, and by the time it is industrial grade. It will give you a third-degree burn if you're not careful with it. But I love it. You can still get the glue. I think you can still get the glue sticks, but they stopped selling these because for life, I went to the website, and you literally cannot get these guys anywhere now. So I don't know what happened, but you can't get these anywhere. And I love these things. This is like for industrial work. Like you can glue things and stick on the wall of a set, with this stuff. It's super strong. In case you can't remember, Zoo Girl moved here a few years ago. That's right. You were Zoo Girl on Twitch. boilerplate contract. Yeah, dude, this thing's great, but I used to use it in the videos, and I kept thinking I stopped doing it because it's expensive, and you don't really need that for cosplay. It's kind of industrial strength, so I stopped using it in my videos. I used to use it to be, oh, it's a great glue gun, but like you're directing kids to a glue gun that could give them third-degree burns, so I kind of stopped doing that. It's a great, yeah, but it's good. So now, I'm all about Surebonder. I like these guys. I got one of their high tip ones I wasn't really happy with. I got to talk to them about that because my problem with it was every time I used the glue would come out the back end. I just kept pushing out the back end on the glue stick. I'm like, so I stopped using it, and I should have just told them that because that's how you're able to fix it. But I don't have issues. But yeah, but it's hot. It's serious. You don't mess around with that glue gun. Guys, you know, I can hang out and chat all day because I love doing it with you guys. Anybody have any great questions? But I'm already like 5, 10, oh, sorry. Yeah, about 15 minutes past my end date, guys. Granted, don't get me wrong, it is Sunday and we're all kicking it, taking it easy. So everybody, again, if you guys were watching this on Twitch, thank you so much for your continued support. And again, everybody, for coming over on YouTube Live and chatting with me. And I'm going to take this helmet outside, hit that clear coat, and we'll, again, this is going to be, I used to have a tendency to like do all this stuff off camera and then cut it all together. But I like having this as a YouTube thing. So I'll probably do the clear coat and we'll come back next Sunday and do the painting on the earpieces. Yeah. So I'm just not going to work. I'm not going to work off stream. That's always been a habit I used to do. Like, oh, I gotta hurry and get this thing done. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up what I'm doing. So today, I gotta wrap up. I gotta reshoot the earpiece for the Space Marine video. So I want to do that and get that done, so I can have that video up. So I can have both the videos up for the Colonial Marine helmet next week. So in order for me to do that, I gotta shoot some footage, get it all cut together, add sound, music, all that stuff, and get it up and running. So I got a lot of stuff to do today, guys. Oh, Kathy says, I think the reels. Oh, thank you so much, Kathy. I do too. It's gonna come out nice. With airbrushing, what I'm really happy with is that on the helmet, that when I was putting the light blue on, I was careful not to paint the inside. So on the front visor, it's dark blue on the inside and light blue on the outside. Yeah, again, might have a little bit. No overspray on this. Is nice. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit that clear coat on it, let it dry, and then we're gonna. Man, you're right. The red I'm gonna have to airbrush. I have some Planet FX red, so I'll probably end up masking this section up and just dusting multiple coat. And then when that's done, same thing. Let it dry, clear coat, boom. Well, I guess that's it. Dan, I'm sorry. Day night, I'm sorry. We're wrapping it up, my friend. But thank you again, as always, your dedication and coming here and hanging out with us on Sundays. I always appreciate it. I love building my cosplay community and friends. And for all you people who are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and jump over to eviltedsmith.com and get on my mailing list. It's great. And even better is there's a Facebook group called Evil Ted's. Hold on. I can throw it in chat. Wait, hold on. Ah. Hold on. I think I can do this. Hold on, do we have it here? Links. What is that? Where would that be? Do I have that? Maybe on my website. Wait, hold on, guys. I'm trying to remember. It might be on the bottom here, right? Hold on, guys. Let me try something else. But you're right. You know what you should do is get these guys loaded up and ready to go. I'm so glad I can do this. For the longest time, I wasn't able to do this, guys. This is so exciting. Again, everybody, if you're new to cosplay, click the link in chat. That is my Evil Ted Facebook group called the Evil Ted Foam Fanatics. It's at 14,000 and growing. It's a friendly building community. If you're new to cosplay, it's great. If you're a veteran, even better. There's novice, creator, builders. Everybody posts their pictures and work. It's international, so if you're not sure where to start and you're in Brazil and like, where do I get the glue? I guarantee there's somebody in the Facebook group, Foam Fanatics, that'll be there to help you. Great friendly community, and we work really hard at keeping the trolls out. I have great moderators there that keep all the bad stuff. You know who you guys are. Yeah, isn't that great, Kevin? Just click it and it's awesome. I can throw it in chat. Again, I give it to Going 8 Costume for like, hey Ted, just try it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Just give it a try. And it works. Woohoo, Linky. Yeah, it's just what it is that I got so spoiled on Twitch. People like Going 8 Costume would do it for me, where I think I can do it. I just have to do it. Nobody else can. I think if somebody else does it, it gets blocked. And again, I can see why, because YouTube's trying to protect me from getting bombarded from unnecessary links and people trying to throw naughty stuff in there. You can't have that. So therefore, I can do it myself. So what I'll do is, before I start, I'll make sure I have my page open so I can just jump over and grab links. But it worked. That's awesome. Yeah, guys, again, it's such a great group. I know people, in the beginning, people used to email me, and what's so great about the Foam Fanatics was it was something that I did for fun, just like, because I was doing a live stream on Twitch, and people, what I liked about it was that every time I'd stream, everybody just hung out with each other and talked. So some of the times I'd be working and I'd look up and people would just be chatting with each other. I'm like, hey, so if I'm not streaming, where would these people go? So I made the Facebook group for them so they can continue to chat while I wasn't streaming. And it took off, and now, like, it runs itself. We have great mods and great people in there just sharing and communicating. So I know I try to do my best to come in like weekly and come in and take a look at stuff and chat, leave comments and whatnot, and put links in. But it's taken off on its own. It's such a great group. So again, yeah, you get way more trolls. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, big time. Oh, join right now. Yeah, please just wait. I'll come in after stream and I'll prove you. Thank you. Again, guys, really quickly, just answer the questions. The big deal is that what we do is we put questions, and the questions kind of keep the trolls out and keeps the bots out. So you answer the 2 questions, and then boom, you're in. So click on it, join it. What is Magaman? Yeah, I misspelled it. That's what it is. It's just me misspelling. And yeah, Megaman's gonna make America great again. I screwed up. It's my misspelling. Bots haven't found you yet. Nope, they haven't. I keep them out, and I got great mods, guys. They squash them. Yeah, don't cosplay that. No, I'm not gonna. No. Not gonna do that. Not doing that. But I'm really happy that we're able to put links in and give everybody. Please, now before I start, I can get all these links ready to go, so I can just throw them in chat. Oh my God, that's so great! I can do that now. Wonderful. I think what I'll do, Becky, is just get like a text and have it all written up. Just have all my favorite links, and just grab them, copy them, and throw them in. Yeah, I know. Oh, here, I'll show you really quick. This is what it's a Mega Man X. It's what I'm working on right now. It's all painted. I'm going to do a clear coat on the light blue and demask it, and then we're going to get back in it. So this is, it's like part 2, right, on this guy. So next week, this will be some more painting. I'm going to clear coat this, let this dry. Then we're going to paint the metallic and the red. So I'll paint the metallic on there, let it dry, and then we'll paint the red in there. And there it is. So, Mega Man X. You know what I haven't done yet? I think about making the arms. And since everybody does the helmet, I should make the arm for it, right? I mean, I should work on that pattern and have it be the next thing to do. But if I do this, it's going to have to light up, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, to keep the functional on Google, it's great for making lists. Oh yeah, it's a keep functional on Google. I'll have to learn how to use stuff, Becky. Hey, Jinx. Oh, there's a little wave. Hey, guys, really quickly, Jinx, sorry. Jinx, look. Got to hook back up. I want to get that squirrel house from you. My squirrels are not around anymore. I think it's too damn hot. I used to have a ton of squirrels and they kind of disappeared. But I know they're coming back. So let's stay in touch. I want to come by and grab that. Because this time I'll come. You always come to me. So this time I will come to you. All right? And I think next week the temperature's going to break because it's been ungodly hot, guys, out here. It's been brutal hot out here, and so I try not to go outside as much. Also, can you do a Wolverine helmet sometime? I'm having problems getting, dude. SKS props. Get on your YouTube and type in SKS props. He has a Wolverine helmet free pattern right now. So you can get your own. Yes, let's do it. I'll come to you. Because you, Jinx, you've come to me numerous times. And it's sweet, but I'll come to you. So we'll set it up. Yeah, he just did it. He's actually, and it's so funny because I want to get it, download his pattern, make one, because I'd love to have one on my shelf on a collection because I'm a big Wolverine fan. And I love how long it took those guys to finally make a yellow suit with a helmet. Like, they kind of nodded toward it, like I think in Logan, or like at the end they give him like you can see he opens the suitcase, the mask or something like that. I loved in Deadpool, like at the very end he reaches behind his neck, pulls up like it's a hoodie, like, oh, that's where it came from. It's been hiding in his costume. He just pulls it up and tucks it in. And the crowd, it's funny because the movie's, it's wacky, so they can do that. So, yo, right, dude, isn't that amazing? All you have to do is ask. It's, again, I always tell people, you don't realize what's out there. You have to look for it. If there's something you're looking for, you're not sure, like, hey, and like people always write to me, hey Ted, you should make a Halo or Iron Man. I'm like, are you kidding me? There's tons of patterns for that out there. Like, don't come to me. Google it, search it. Which Google's in trouble right now because they're a monopoly and they're crushing small businesses. And the government's calling them out for it, which I'm glad. I think Google's way too big and corporate and scary. So I think they own YouTube, so I might want to keep my mouth shut. All right, guys. I keep saying I'm going to leave, and then I'm having too much fun, you guys. Really am. Because I've been I'm procrastinating because I have to do this piece and I got to reshoot it all. So I got to I have my shot list today, so I got to clean everything out, take Magaman outside, and redo this section of the helmet build. But I want to do that today and dump it and get in the video today, so on Monday morning I can start editing and getting this thing done because the video is so close to being done. There's a couple things I just need to tweak and stuff. So I want you guys to have the Colonial Marine helmets in time for Halloween. So I want to get it up in September. So get that video up and running, so by October comes around, you guys can download the pattern, make it a couple days, and be ready to go. And if you haven't already got Steven's Colonial Marine armor, then you can get the helmet. Steven's been nice enough not to put a helmet up yet, so I'm going to do that. Gundam Ted, your patterns are the best. Oh, thank you, Gundam. I appreciate it because I think a lot of the designs and the pattern, figuring the pattern out is me. I think I like to figure out how to pattern out and how to make it, what foams I like to use. That's me. But taking those patterns that I make that are kind of rough and whatnot, what makes them so beautifully great is John the modifier, who is the one that takes my patterns and I photograph them and scan them for him. He takes them, cleans them all up, and puts in really remarkable instructions and puts the QR codes on it. So you know what's cool thing about my pattern is that when you get the pattern and you download it, you get a QR code on the pattern itself, and you take your phone and put it on the pattern, it takes you to the video. So do you guys know that all my patterns have a QR code on it? So you put the phone under that QR code, it takes you to the video. I thought you were over. I took a shower already. I know, Kathy. That's what I want to do next. I'm, it's, I'm having too much fun, but I got to wrap it up, guys. I really, oh my God, it's like 12:30 almost, guys. 12:30. I'm just babbling, having fun, drinking my coffee. So, work on that. I'm gonna reach out. Jinx is gonna text me, so we get some time to go out and see her and get her squirrel house. And I gotta get a deer antler for the squirrels to gnaw on. This thing they have to chew on to keep their teeth from getting too long. But now that we know that we can throw links in, which is great. Again, everybody, really quickly, if you haven't already done it, there's the link for the Evil Ted's Foam Fanatics. Please, if you guys are into cosplay and want to learn more about cosplay and meet people like-minded like yourself that want to share tips and techniques, it's a great, friendly group to be in. It's all just dedicated cosplays and makers, new and old. So please, if you haven't joined, great, join it. That's one thing Facebook is good for, is the groups. So please join that group. It'd be wonderful. Oh, Gundam, don't beat yourself up, dude. I just got a new 11. I got an iPhone 11, and my wife had this old phone. It was, and finally my wife's like, Ted, please, you got some money, buy a phone, buy a new one. So I did. It's been a game changer. A new phone helps a lot. Helps. It is fun. I posted pictures of 4 helmets I made from your home. Oh, fantastic, Ricky. Thank you. I love that pattern gives people the base. That's why I said I want to get people started. Get the base of something basic, and then you take it and add on it and build, pull away, shrink, tuck, add parts to it, makes it own. Yeah, especially if you're running a business, Becky, right? Own the business. But thank you. Ricky, did you tag me in them? Did you do at Evil Ted or Evil Ted Smith or whatever social media you post on? Just make sure to find me and tag me in it, because I'd love to see them. So if you want me to get my attention on that, you post stuff, just please tag me on it so I can check it out. I love seeing things. But thank you. Good times. All right, I'm doing this, guys. Guys, thank you so much again, everybody, for hanging out with me today. We'll be back. We'll be back next week. Next Sunday, we're going to finish up to the secondary part. We're going to do the earpieces and things like that. So I'm not going to do that until we do next Sunday. So. Oh, you post on Foam Fanatics. You're tagged. Okay, fantastic. I'll do that today, guys. All right, guys, quickly. I'm going to bounce. Again, everybody, Foam Fanatics, get on there, join it, be a part of the crew, help us make life easy for all us cosplayers. See you guys.